Good afternoon, Middleborough. I am here today to introduce you to two educators at the high school, Cassandra Lemieux and Jess Buco. We are here to share some really exciting news. I'm going to let our teachers share what they've been working on.
So, we have been accepted into a national conference, which is the National Conference of Teachers of English. The location changes every year, and this year it's being held, well, this coming year is being held in November. And we wrote a proposal about strategies in the English classroom and how to get kids up and moving and how to collaborate together and how to really add a level to their thinking. And it's really, really exciting because with this proposal, it goes through an extensive peer review process. So it had to be reviewed by at least 4 other people before we got our acceptance letter. And we're just very excited to share the strategies we're using in our classroom.
So I have a question. How did you start thinking about this, and what was your process?
So it really all started when we were given the great opportunity to attend the NCTE conference in Boston this past November, and we were just inspired, energized, and invigorated by the wonderful things that we saw from teachers across the country. And so we started to kind of think about our own practices and what we would be able to bring to the teaching community at large. And so that kind of got our wheels spinning, and we said, well, why not us? You know, we saw all this great stuff, why not us?
Yeah. That is wonderful. So tell me what you are excited about, what you're nervous about, how we can support you in the district as you get ready to present.
So I think excited about is the validation of what we're doing in our classrooms. We hear it from the students, we hear it from the parents here, we hear it from our admin here, but to also know that it's bigger than us and it can connect teachers across the country is just really validating that they saw worth in our work that we're doing.
So I would agree that we are absolutely excited about what you guys are doing in your classroom, and we're so fortunate to have you. What are you nervous about?
I think just the typical nerves of such a big platform, and the responsibility of doing our district justice, and
of course you will. Yeah, of course you will.
And just really giving teachers resources and hopefully having them connect in the same way that our students have connected with these great ideas and our colleagues have connected with them as well.
So I'm going to ask you for some specifics. What are some of the strategies that you're using in your classroom that you're going to present on and that your students are currently fortunate enough to engage in?
One of them is actually talking cards that we've made to help create sentence stems to inspire collaborative conversation in the classroom. So we're trying to integrate more conversations with students among each other, with us on just observing them.
More facilitating rather than leading.
Exactly. And especially at the freshman level, they're just so nervous about it. They're awkward in general, so trying to have conversations with each other about deeper topics that we're reading in our books and short stories. We created these sentence stems that says, I agree because, or I wonder, or I disagree because, or I want to add on to that point because. And they have these cards that are color coded, and as they speak they're putting it down so then they can also have the visual of the conversation that they're having, and it's easier for them to add on to another classmate's conversation as well. And so that's one of the things that we'll be sharing, the different sentence stems we created. And we're even trying to, because we're a little extra, we also made extra copies to give out while we're there,
great.
as a prize scenario.
I think everybody loves to have a product.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves to walk away with something from a
Exactly.
conference, so that's great. So tell me another strategy, just something else that you...
Sure. So I've really leaned into building thinking classrooms this year, and some of the strategies that go along with that really low stakes collaboration between students, because we've seen over the years that sometimes it's just very hard for students to hold academic conversations and to really create meaning from each other. And so building thinking classrooms is a way to get kids out of their seats and energized about their learning, but in a more low stakes format. And so I do something called walking notes for something as simple as vocabulary, but the kids are going from station to station on their feet with 2 or 3 other people, and the conversation is robust. They're, oh, remember this class and we heard that, or, oh, that makes me think of this other thing. And something as innocuous as note-taking, which can put kids to sleep sometimes, actually becomes a really great way to foster that discussion and activate background knowledge or make connections.
Okay, great. So when you come back, what are you going to share with us from what you presented, what you learned? I know you probably don't have the answer to this, but think about that as you go through this process. What can you bring back to Middleborough other than we have 2 amazing educators who were able to present at this? You know, what did you learn there? What did you gain from the experience? It's going to be really exciting for us. I think we would love to record it if we can. I don't know if that happens.
I would actually really love if there's a day leading up to us leaving for the conference to do this with our colleagues, because as teachers, right, we're putting our best practices forward, and we're not lecturing with our proposal here. We're actually doing the activities with the other teachers. So we're having stations. So with each strategy that we have, they themselves will be practicing using that strategy.
What a great idea. And as we build our PD plan for next year, maybe that is an option that we could offer teachers, that they could drop in on a session with you guys and get some of those strategies for their classrooms.
I would love that. And to get feedback before we go.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think that would be great. Yeah, what a great idea. So is there anything else you want to share with us?
I mean, so much.
I'm just really thankful that we got the opportunity to go to the conference in the fall that led to this brain baby that we had, and the district giving us the confidence to go ahead and do this together, and that we're able to go together and do this. And again, it just kind of circles back to that validation that we're doing the thing.
And I hope that this inspires other teachers in our community, because it's within our reach. It was something that I didn't really think we'd get the first time around.
And you did.
And we did. And I just think that we can be a model of empowerment to other teachers that are doing great things in their classrooms to get out and showcase all of the awesome stuff that we're doing to support our students.
I agree, and we thank you so much. We look forward to the great things that are going to come from you at this conference and beyond. And that'll do it for us today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Terri.
Thank you, guys.